And it's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series just from LLC, Crystal Edge Technology. And we got a format we like to call Cardboard PC Kingdom, which is where we're developing cardboard PC cases, something new, something different, to go with our new gaming screen paint that's coming out, which is the Apex Gamer Black, or FLE dedicated Apex Gamer Black. All right. Man, I gotta order the chasers for that projector, man, for that setup over there too. Get my chasers in here for my other PC. There are lights and stuff in there. So we got a very interesting day today. I got a bunch of phone calls to make. Got to rebuild the bookcase. The bookcase literally involves a projector screen and a virtual fish tank, which now we got to build the bookcase a little different now through the virtual fish tank. But anyway, let's get to this right here. So this right here is Quasar technology. This technology right here is using our FLE color technology, which allows our projector we're using, which is a Sony VPL CX100 projector, 720p SPGA projector to be able to operate in a fully lit room without any problems whatsoever. That's one of the things I love about our products, that we don't have to spend any money for expensive projectors. I got a Chrissy projector coming through that only cost me $50, and that's basically about it. He's mad because I just had to zoom in on the image just to show you exactly. Now this is right here called a splatter screen. A splatter screen is basically a screen that, this is two screens together, but the other screen on the far end, the white screen, that is involved. A splatter screen, what it is basically we just take our paint, we just throw it down to the surface. We don't have to do any professional painting or anything like whatsoever. It just pretty activates that fast. And to show you exactly how much you're missing with the white screen, if you're using the white screen without our technology. All right, let's begin. Now, if you notice, when we do these demonstrations, we're always in fully lit environments. Sometimes we do partial light connection. I'm bringing my own servers in pretty soon. I have my own servers I'm going to be picking up pretty soon to come in because of reconnection, and I do have an issue trying to hook up our projector mapping equipment to the network, so we'll be bringing in my own stuff pretty soon. But first, let's get all this stuff done. All right, let's begin. I had to bring it back a little bit. So as I told you before, when you're doing contrast levels, it's extremely important to do contrast levels in fully lit environments. Doing contrast levels in dark environments is a way to trick the projector, trick the customers. So yeah, I've seen just about everything in the book. Lights off, lights on front of the screen, lights on, lights not in front of the screen. It's all kinds of problems. Keep in mind, we do our demonstrations. We have the most outdoor demonstrations, outdoors, showing our products on just about every level you can think of. Go over to the Crystal Edge Technology screen site, and you'll see demonstrations on just about every level you could possibly think of. Over here on our Black Series site, check out below, we have a list where you can go see our customers, our happy customers, which again, I have to add more people to that list because we did get more customers that came in showing up their screens, and I had to post them to our happy customer list. We'll be on site next month. We actually postponed it for January because I had a lot of things I had to buy, new projectors. We got this big screen over here we got to finish. We have a 235.1 at 104 inches. We want to coat with our new FLE gunmetal technology. Coming soon. Now, keep in mind what we have on our Crystal Edge site. All those master videos, they're something Ultimate Challenge Demos. I think that's what that page is called. But anyway, that entire page is a challenge page, which means we invite anyone on YouTube, off YouTube, to complete all the challenges that we have on that page. It's one big challenge page. As for our new customers, the customers we're gaining, doing a little research, want to make sure you get what you paid for. Go out and see if you can find anyone that can match the demonstrations we have on that site. So, keep in mind the grids also too, the outside grids. That's one of the biggest outdoor grids we have and growing. All right, let's get some images in here. Go. Again, no expensive projectors needed. I don't buy expensive projectors. I don't have to. I don't have to worry about contrast. I don't have to worry about color. I don't have to worry about calibrating. I don't have to care about even it doesn't have an HDMI output. We don't even need it. Not necessary. Contrast, not needed. Ambient light controlled environments, not needed. Calibrating, not needed. Now, unlike fake games out there on the market, people who basically make up stories and don't back up their products, you don't have to worry about what our product. We have the most ambient light projection tests. When we loaded those up today onto the site, it's going to be a big part of the page. I think we're roughly going to probably put in mainly somewhere between 30 demonstrations to start. Those are all challenges, by the way. Now that white surface represents your white projection screen. That's the first thing you're going to do. Is the same thing I did when I first got my projector. I told myself that projector was going to do all the work, and the screen was going to be the produce. That's going to be this beautiful image. That's going to look just like the happy family on the box, and just find out it didn't work. That the projector could not work with the screen. As I said before, if you have a gray or white screen, you are unequally yoked with your projector. Look at that right there. That is absolutely beautiful. I love the fact I never have to calibrate. My projector that I just paid for, I paid for another Chrissy LW400. That projector cost me a whopping $50. That's it. So I paid. Now I love it when we get these 4,000 projectors. I've had 4,000, 5,000, that's 7,000 projectors. And we always get that, well, you know, it's his paint. No, not really, to tell you the truth, because we couldn't even get a 7,000 lumen projector to work on a gray paint. It wouldn't pick it up. And if you look at my promo demonstration, you will see the church that couldn't even get it to work off a white screen. To our technology touched that screen. So if you look at my customer demonstrations, which I'm going to post a little short on those customers, thank you so much. I appreciate for basically buying our products and showing off our amazing technology. And we challenge anyone to match my customer demonstrations. Imagine when my customer demonstrations themselves are much better than those who actually produce screen paints right now. Now you can see we're in a 40-lit environment. Let's break out meter, pumpkin eater. Had a wife and couldn't keep her. That's my meter. Now, let me see where you put her at. Here, somewhere. Oh, here we go. Now watch these demonstrations with meters. Listen to the customers. Customers, beware that when people use meters, what they'll do is they'll basically put meters right up on top of the screen where the projector can hit it, and maybe that can change the setting to jump a little higher. I've seen them in doorways. I've seen them next to windows. The meter is supposed to be in the center of the floor, on the floor, to show that you are picking up what your meter is picking up. So let's pause it here, on there, and let's go to the floor. We have the vacuum today. And when someone said that, I don't know how to read a meter. Well, it wouldn't work if the meter doesn't register. You just got to register first, right? So there's our meter, right in the middle of the floor, as it should be. Overhead lights. We're in a commercial environment. Meter cancels out. take my hand, show you that the meter is running, and run it over top of the meter like so. And you see the meter is reading, right, correctly. Move my hand away, nothing. The reason why is because we're not in an ambient like controlled environment. We're actually in commercial environments. It's much more brighter than actually being in the home. So if we can operate it here on our $10 projector, I like to show up the projector just in case we get people here who haven't seen our beautiful technology. Look at that old projector right there. We had no HDMI ports. We had to add a little adapter on there. Nice little Sony XGA VPL CX100. Projector is pretty old. She does the job. But we don't need to spend the money. $10. That's all I spent. So keep in mind my demonstrations, and this will be a challenge today. Influencers, I don't care who you are. This will be a challenge to you today to be able to show a demonstration. I've seen officers go right up on top of the screen, and they still can't read in a fully lit environment. And if alone, see those contrast levels. But this shows our customers that I got spend a lot of money. Now I've heard in demonstrations, crystal clear as a bell, that the image will get better once we calibrate. We don't calibrate. Calibrate is a way of cheating. We say cheating due to the fact that if you're showing up demonstrations with your projector in a very dark environment and your projector is calibrated, somebody try to pull you and say, hey, calibration's just changing a few settings in the projector. That's not true. You need software to do calibrating on your projector. So with that being said, that means the projector's been tweaked to look a little different, which means if you're on an uncalibrated projector, you're not going to get the same results. That's why I don't believe in using calibrated projectors. It's pretty much shooting the projector to customers and not giving what they're exactly supposed to be receiving. Even for uncalibrated. But keep in mind, a lot of customers are not going to want to calibrate. So if the customer doesn't calibrate, is he going to achieve the same image as a calibrated projector? No, he's not. So that means if you're using calibrated projectors in your demonstration, that means you're really lying to your customers because they're not really going to achieve that same level because your projector is calibrated and theirs is not. And that means you'll have to force them to be able to calibrate the projector. Keep in mind on top of that, if you're in dark environments showing up contrast levels, guess where your customer is going to be at? In dark environments trying to pull up a contrast level. So that's why I said you got to be honest with your customers. You got to sell a product that actually works, and that's something that's make-believe. Let's go with I like the LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
What did they give me? LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Now, for those of you who have white screens looking to upgrade your screen to a better quality technology, this is where we come in. Keep in mind, there's no complicated instructions on how to paint the screen in. We just painted a 104-inch 235.1 screen, which we hold a minute. Boom, got to show you this thing. This is how big my other screen is. That's a 204-inch 235 screen that we coated on camera, one coat application, easy to paint, no dinner plate size pour downs or none of that nonsense, no stirring, trying to remember to stir the paint every time you apply it, none of that nightmare. Paint it, be done with it. That's it. Easy to do. So that screen's getting an upgrade. Technology. Get ready for that, so we're going to show that off. And then around 2025, we got our new products coming out with some new ones, and also too, AdTech will be showing itself off, which is quite a beautiful technology. We know we have people who want to claim to be AdTech at the end of the day, but let me explain something to you. AdTech is not screen paint. AdTech's an actual physical screen. It's an advertising technology. It's front and rear, and it can absorb sunlight. So with that being said, I know we got copycats out there who want to have AdTech, but there's only one. I'm flattered. I'm very flattered, but there's only one. Well, you must be good when people copy your stuff. So as you can see, beautiful jazz demonstration, LG. At the white screen does not compare to our technology in any way whatsoever. How much you're missing from your projector's investment, and why our screen paint is the only choice. Our screen paint is tested. It does have batch number guarantee, which you don't know what batch numbers are. Batch numbers means the product is tested before it's shipped to you. It's also tested before it's actually sold to you. You can go check out all batch number demonstrations and basically testing demonstrations on our products. The Quasar technology has been fully tested in a commercial environment with projectors between 10, 75, and this $60 ultra short throw projector. So we haven't even used 1080p on the projector yet. I'm sorry, 1080p on the technology yet. Batch number means that when you order your product, you'll have a number on the side of your container. That is a time-stamped date of your product being tested before it is shipped to you. And this is why we advise customers to strongly request batch number verification before you buy any screen paint products from anybody so you don't get ripped off. If you want to see what happens to people who get ripped off, go to Crystal Edge Technology Screens, check out the blacklist, and you will see the nightmare unfold in front of you. Yeah, this is why batch numbers need to be a real thing. Now I'm going to be getting some special brochures made for the blacklist, also for batch numbers, leaving the link of the batch number. So every time we're out here, exposed where we're at, we can pass out those pamphlets on batch number awareness, and that link to the blacklist will be there for all to see everywhere we go. It's very important that they see that information. Got to make sure you're getting what you paid for. You can get anything. Anyone can slide a paint off a shelf. Sprinkle a little Christmas glitter in that and put in a high-end projector, a dark environment, calibrated machine at that, and go, look, it's doing something impressive. When actually it's not doing anything at all. You could have made that at Home Depot yourself. Or get caught up in some nonsense where specifications aren't real. I mean, they're like way out there, like Peter Pan's fictional specifications. I've never even heard of range gain. I've never seen it. I've been in business for a long time. If you're talking about the age of basically our ability to be out here and know what we're talking about versus them, we've been out here a lot longer. We have more demonstrations. We've accomplished far more than they have. So, again, there is no such thing as gain range. I have literally contacted, and we have it on the blacklist. You can check it out for yourself. I've literally contacted the owner multiple times asking him, can he enlighten us on this gain range technology? And we have gotten nothing back from him. Not a thing. And yes, there have been other people who have also contacted him to where he posted on the site that he was being harassed. He's not being harassed. People are asking him basic questions. What is it? What is gain range? No response back. So when you make things up, it doesn't go well for you. And it doesn't go well for the customers either. Because any customer sitting in their shopping carts, well, he has an automatic have not described complaint from PayPal, because how is he going to explain a gain range to them? He can't explain it to us or anybody else who's contacted him. There you go. Fake products. Oh man, that looks absolutely wonderful. All right, let's go over to some contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
As for contrast demonstrations, she was bringing up some of the weirdest I've ever seen in my life. I said contrast demonstrations.
It's time for a revolution in whitening.
But one of the things you have to worry about when you're watching demonstrations, and I'd like to educate the customers on what they need to ask for, is that you have to watch out for the environment. We're going to do some demonstrations Posted to the CreationWorks site for customer awareness pages, or customer awareness page, and it's going to show you what to look for in demonstrations. How they hide projectors from the light, how they hide screens from the light, how rooms are designed to tuck screens away in little corners, how to shield off lighting from hitting the screen to begin with. These are things you need to know when you're watching these demonstrations. Very important. If they're using a constant line of ultra short throw projectors in demonstrations, is a huge major red flag. It means the screen doesn't even have a distance throw capability. And when they do a distance throw capability, if they do one, the environment's dark. It's always dark. Gotta listen to what they say. When they sit there and say, hey, look at these amazing images, because they actually rehearse the video. They know the video. They know when the contrast levels are popping up. And then they'll say, let's see what it looks like with the lights out. And that's right around the time they see that contrast level pop up on the screen. Can't express it enough. The contrast levels have to be displayed in fully lit environments, so that way the customer knows what they're getting themselves into. Very important demonstration. Now, we get people who make screen paint products that are very bitter over what we say. They're very upset by it. It shows by the email messages we get, threats, just pure anger, bitterness, and because they want to continue to rip off the customers. That's what they want to do. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to roll their sleeves. They would just rather sit in dark areas and just lie about things that their products can't do to try to rip you off and get your money. Now we're going to show something on the site. We're going to show a few customers, Mr. Fernando, whose screens completely washed out, versus our customers whose screens are producing outside. Now, Mr. Fernando's a guy who makes screen paint products, Crow screen paint products. As you know, you've seen him on the blacklist. Quite a lot of stuff on there. He's been doing a lot of activity. And guess what? His site opened up yesterday again. In the middle of the night, I had someone contact me. I kept monitoring his activity, said his site's been opening up secretly, which means, remember, he came on YouTube and he made some big statement about moving on to bigger, better things and not selling screen paint anymore. We don't care if he does or not. It doesn't make a difference. The product doesn't sell anyway. But it just tells you that constantly lies all the time. And when a person constantly lies all the time, can you believe their products? So yeah, his website popped open. And mind you, he made a statement about moving on to bigger and better things. We've heard this before, but the whole move situation, he's supposed to be moving, claimed to be moving, still in the same environment, lied to his fan base, came back in, again, moving to bigger and better things, still website's operational. It comes on at nighttime, so nobody will notice. And hopefully he can snag a customer and rip them off. But just so you know that if you run into this problem, if you do accidentally fall into this site and you do buy something from it, and again, you find our videos and this stuff matches house paint, what you need to do is either call consumer fraud and report his website and report him, or you could take him to small claims court and you can sue him up to $12,000 if he can't back up the product. Keep in mind the policy that he has on this website, which is very disturbing. He says that if the product lands on the property, you're stuck with it. And he says if you open it, how else are you going to know if it runs or not? You don't have a batch number, so you don't know if it's going to work or not. You don't know if it's house paint or not. There's no testing in it, so you don't know that. So you're going to have to open it. This is basic common sense. But you're penalized if you open it, because now you have no exchange if you open it. That really doesn't sound like something I want to paint to a wall. Now, our products were tested. You can see that right on our YouTube channel for everybody to see. We have the biggest black-on-black demonstration test, which means we test our products against black paint, black fabric, black film, you name it, we've done it. I even did black hobby paint yesterday, just for fun. And we have batch number verification, so customers know exactly what they're getting before it's shipped out to them. And we can have a ship back policy where you can send the product back to us and we will test it on YouTube Live for all to see. Now, again, they can't do that. You know why? Their products don't work. Let's do some partial lighting in here, because I get this all the time from people saying, hey, look, I'm not going to be really in a well-lit environment. I'm just going to be in some partial lighting, not a lot of light to begin with. I don't think this is going to, my screen's going to produce, I get that from time to time. Customers will say, I'm not going to really see a difference. I'm going to be in partial lighting. I've got a lot of light near my screen. Well, I'm going to show you that there is going to be a huge difference in that. So, let's go over and show you. Let's grab ourselves a nice demonstration right over here.
Sunlight is a powerful thing. Cooks know, and so does Purina.
That's the first thing people do when their screens don't function. They turn lights out. Hopefully to increase their contrast level, hope to increase color. But I'm here to show you in the splatter screen demonstration that even in partial lighting, your screen does not work at all. Our technology can guarantee you that you will pick out more than what your projector is designed to do. Keep in mind, this projector is a $10 projector. Without our technology, if it was hitting this white surface only, it wouldn't be producing at all. Our technology allows us to be operating in a fully lit environment, pick up an infinity 1 contrast level regardless of the projector's contrast capabilities, pick up amazing, brilliant, beautiful colors, even at XGA 720p, without ever calibrating your projector. And mind you, we're in a commercial environment, so everybody's house is sitting in a home environment, and we're in commercials. That means our product works both ways. Even if you're in an office, even if you're in a business setting, we can function. And even at home, we can definitely function with no problem. Oh, check it out. Beautiful. It's beautiful can be, can't it? No calibration, people. None of that nightmare nonsense. I'll let that play. I'm going to take some pictures of that and add that over to the Facebook. There's Taco down there getting his sleep on. My little taco furry monster. Look at those reds. Look at that 100% contrast pop. Now soon we're going to be launching a gaming technology. This is going to be our FLE dedicated Apex Gamer Black. When you see what this technology does to your PlayStation 5, your whatever console system, Xbox system, PC, it is going to make it look absolutely incredible. And yes, we're going to do a splatter screen on that to show you how much you're missing from your gameplay. You're going to be shocked on this. We have the Flex coming out. Those are portable screens that you can put inside your PCs, consoles, whatever, and you can basically have a nice little portable projection screen for modders. Modders are usually going to mess with this message other than today. But we do have one you can actually sit on top of your desk too. On top of that, there's some cool designs on your desk. We'll have to show this off in here and a couple of other places in the office building. Also, too, we have a much larger screen that you can actually set up portable for those who want to do some gaming on the go. This is a front and rear technology that we're developing for gaming on the go. We have coming out this summer in 2025 theater on the go. These are portable screens. They range from 40 to 50 inches. They also come with a projector, a Philips projector, and it also comes with Bluetooth speakers, wired or Bluetooth for free. We got some pretty cool stuff coming out. We have the Phoenix, which is going to be one of the most ultimate physical projection screens. It is actually a black aluminum technology. It is going to be absolutely gorgeous. 2 ways. You can hang it to your wall, and it comes with a portable stand that you can sit on your little feet, set it up, and be done. That's it. What else are we looking at here on the menu we got coming up? Quasar has a blue technology, but that's going to be launched a little sooner than 2025 because, we already have the Quasar here. This is a magenta Quasar. Magenta Quasar. Sorry about that. And this over here is going to be a blue version, which is going to be absolutely gorgeous when we get done at a whopping 150 inches. And the projectors I'll be using in my demonstrations, my price has to be under $500. We're hoping to keep it under $300. That's what I would like to be at. But the most we can pay is $500. Now, today is the start of and some people have already taken advantage of that sale already. Thank you so much. We appreciate your orders. This is the day of our Christmas sale. Our Christmas sale will be ending on January 2025. for January 5th, 2025. It's a great time to upgrade your white projection screen to an amazing technology that is tested. It is batch number tested and has more demonstrations than any other screen paint on YouTube right now. Now, for those who are saying, how can I make that claim? Well, we have something called Match Your Betters, and this is where we launch these short videos, a little music behind it, challenging people to match our demonstrations. And so far, we haven't received anything at all, period. All our technology is designed to be more advanced and certified projection screens, which means when I go on forum sites, I can go into those forum sites and talk about our technology versus $7,000, $5,000 projection screens. We do have other people that will tell you that our product will save you money, but if you haven't tested an actual $7,000 screen, then technically it's just talk. You have to have those tests to back it up. You can't go into any forum site where people actually have these screens physically on their walls and say, well, my screen can take out your screen, and yeah, they're going to say, no, it's not going to do that. Sorry. You're going to have to show us. Talk is cheap. Gotta back it up. Beautiful colors. $10 projector. I'm looking at a projector right now. It's going to cost me $28. $28. I can't wait to get this. So you had a customer sit there and say, man, if I had met you sooner, I wouldn't have spent $3,500 for a projector. I would have spent $3,800, $900, money. Save that money and put it towards something else. Some new movie chairs, maybe a popcorn machine, no money in the bank. You know, hey, it's expensive. Economy's expensive. When people sit there and say, well, I'm saving you money, they're not technically saving any money because they can't save money. They literally have to buy an expensive machine to fix something that the screen can't do. We don't have time to Bluetooth. All right, we're back. But anyway, as I said before, that they'll say that, hey, look, you'll spend $60 for my product, but here you are. You're getting a product that, again, has a 99% of matching house paint. That's how high the number is. 99% of matching it. You have a product that the screen is guaranteed to definitely wash out when those lights come on, and even if you have the lights out, it's still failing. You have a high percentage of, you're definitely going to be calibrating because you have no choice. You have to because the color balance is way off. And you have a 100% guarantee that your contrast level will not be there. Does that sound like it's worth your time? And some of them are nightmares to paint in. So then you got that headache to go through, like sloshing paint around your screen just to get a surface wet that technically is going to be wet anyway once you paint it. So you're dealing with that nonsense. So you get what you paid for. Where our technology tests against certified screens, high-grade, professional, certified gunmetal technology, and we can show you in our demonstrations, we save our customers $5,000, $3,000, $7,000. Our screens can go outside or test it for outdoor environments. We have the most ultra-short throw demonstrations on different calibers of ultra-short throws. Mind you, way outside their max-out zone. Majority of most ultra-short throw demonstrations you can see on YouTube are designed to fit the size of the projector. We kind of push things out to the limit, like taking that $60 projector and getting 150-inch off of it, which is something you're not supposed to be to do, but we can do it. So, with that being said, you get a projection screen paint that can take out any certified projection screen, operate on ultra-short throw projectors at 180-degree viewing angle, and also beat certified ultra-short throw. We've done those too. Picks up an Infinity 1 contrast level, which means you don't have to buy the money for an expensive projector to put that back in because it's not necessary. Don't have to calibrate in any way whatsoever. Puts a white screen completely to shame as you're seeing right now. And yeah, you can go outside and make your screen look like an OLED TV when everybody has a washed out white screen. Easy to paint, one code application. Your kids can literally paint the screen. And for those of you that are in the field of projector mapping, guess what? This stuff is actually works with projector mapping applications, which they can't say that because neither do they own the equipment nor understand the technology. Did I cover everything? Oh, I just did, didn't I? There we go. I think the problem is that when they compare our prices to what is expensive, you compare me to a $50 to $60 paint that can't do jack, that we can literally run over and crush any day of the week. Mind you, cancellations, we have cancellations and all that stuff. Where they couldn't sell us the product because the product doesn't work. And what we did get our hands on and test did not work at all. It did extremely poor. So we're in the category with customers who buy from us that are people that don't want to spend 5 to 7 grand for a projection screen because we can show we can take out certified. Yeah. All right, let's keep this going. Bam! Now, if you're doing outside demonstrations, keep in mind you have to do this on large scales. It's nice to do something at 250 inches because at 250 inches, your screen can have all kinds of problems. Mind you, you're 250 inches, you're 11 feet high and over 20 feet wide. Do you have any idea how much light that screen absorbs? Now, if you watch the demonstration on the Titan, which was the screen we had outside, and I think we had an 8 out there too, this is a screen at 250 inches, so the bigger the screen, the more light it's going to take in. That was using a projector, which was a Christie projector at 4,000 lumens. That projector was 720p. It had a low res on top of that projector. It was traveling 27 feet to hit a screen that was 250 inches in the backyard. And mind you, 4,000 lumens isn't jack when you're outside, because by the time you travel 27 feet to hit a screen at 250 inches, you don't have 4,000 left. You have way less than that. Mind you, when your projector fires off, you don't start with 1,000 and end with 1,000. Your lumen count starts to drop depending on how much light you have in the environment. So if your area is well lit like commercial, you have less light traveling from A to B. If you're in the dark, then guess what that means? It means you have more lumens, because let's say your lumens are dropping. So at screen at 4,000 lumens at 27, you're supposed to be somewhere in the range at 50, I think it's 50,000 to 50,000 lumens, yeah, in order to generate the hit. We did it at 4. Corner to corner, crystal clear. Now, future technology. Well, we're working on AdTech. AdTech has the new technology. It's an amazing, incredible technology designed to absorb sunlight. It's a technology that's going to be engineered around TV gaming gaming technology, TV technology, the whole 9 yards. As other people have lied about their game capabilities, we don't do that at the end of the day. We back it up. So you can go on our page and look up AdTech. You can see a demonstration of a screen absorbing 100 to 120,000 lux of direct sunlight at every hour of the day. We went out there at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so forth and so forth. And we even have a customer who has 150 inch. We pushed a fish tank right through his screen outside. So AdTech is one of the most superior and one of the most highest games on the planet, because it's the only screen that can eat sunlight and produce an image right back at you. You know, when you open your windows and your screen whoop, disappears, yeah, that technology can eat that. So pretty soon we'll have a TV version of that technology, a gaming screen of that technology, and some other things we'll be working on involving AdTech. Right now we have our Quasar technology, and as you can see, looks absolutely gorgeous. You know why they never duplicated the labels on the Quasar? Because the Quasar has the most advanced demonstrations on it and tests that can't even compete with the mother of all screens. We've had some people try to come up with some clever names like the daddy of all screens, but can't kind of say that if your products don't work.
99% of grease in half the time. The better grease getter.
What if we're going to get bombarded with a bunch of commercials? No, it looks like it. Another one?
Use Hydro Boost water 9 times the hydration.
Bet you we get another one behind this one.
Grab it at your nearest store today.
Another one? Yep. They run a lot of them now. It used to be, when they do the commercials, it would be one and then another. First it was one, and then it was one and another. And now what they do is they put something called next. Let's see how long they run these commercials. So watch this. Another commercial.
Presents multi-symptom dry eye relief.
YouTube is nothing but commercials now. Literally. Now they give you the skip button. You have to go through 4 of those commercials. It was nice when we had one. You just give it to one that's space about it. You move on. Now you got 1 and then 2. And now they put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them in there. So at one point, I got a feeling YouTube's going to be nothing but advertising and ads at one point. I think it is going to be nothing but advertising and ads. You see, the reason why they do that pay from the door, because they want to push you to YouTube, has a special kind of YouTube channel that doesn't have any ads on it. It's like the whole thing with Hulu. Hulu, when it first came out, I remember Adam Baldwin was actually doing these commercials for it. And Hulu was commercial free. Streaming service, commercial free. And then one day they just popped up with all these commercials over and over and over again. They were just bombarding that channel with tons of commercials. And it was very uncomfortable. So they had a special package that had no commercials and you paid for that one. Mind you, like I said, Hulu when it first came out was free. You never paid for it. If you remember those commercials when they first came out with Adam Baldwin about Hulu when it first came out, absolute free. But with the commercials that were bombarding on there, it just became uncomfortable. A lot of people just paid for the surface. It was like $7, $8, no commercials. A little smart campaign, huh? Yep, give you the surface for free, and then bombard you with a bunch of commercials, and then turn around and you'll pay for either way. And meanwhile, the other channel, well, they got free advertising commercials. They pay for the commercials on there. So they make money both ways. Now YouTube's doing that. Flood you with a ton of commercials and then push you to pay for their plan of basically paying for YouTube service without the commercials. But that's, you do business and you understand business, you know exactly it's a marketing campaign. Dirty one, but it's still a marketing campaign. Since I went through all that nonsense with the election and all that crap, yeah, I'm definitely paying for it. I don't want to go through that ever again. So, $14. I think it's $14, I think it is. I'm going to do an hour on this video. Got me over on Facebook, show some demonstrations over there on the product. So you can see the splatter screen effect. There will be a challenge today on this product. It'll involve the star field. So, fully lit environment, meters on the floor, projector you'll be using in your demonstration is the exact same projector I'm using. And you will do this at a distance stroke. No ultra strobes to help you in these environments. No high-end contrast, none of that. Just try to get it done. I'm pretty sure we ruffle feathers when we do that, but that's a good thing. We like to ruffle feathers. And you know why? Because customer deserves better. If you're doing a slappy, crappy job of it all, either you back it up or you pack it up. Why should a customer have to suffer because you are lazy? Because you don't want to basically work hard and make a better product. Why should a customer suffer? You got no problem taking their money, right? Then why don't you give them a better product? Man, we brought out that batch number verification. Boy, they lost it, man. I got cursed out so much every single day over that batch number. They hated that. Because, it gives the customers, it weaponizes the customer. So that way the customer they don't know much about screen paint, so they can just ask that one question. Is your stuff batch number? And that's it. There you go. They don't like that. They want a customer in there that doesn't know much, somebody they can manipulate, somebody they can control. That's what they want. Ask them. Batch number verification. Request it every single time. Request it. Unless you want to get ripped off. That's another reason why a lot of them are making excuses that they're moving on to bigger and better things. They can't back up the product. It's virtually impossible for them. This is what happens when you start a product off on a lie. Sooner or later, you're going to have to tell the truth. When you start a product off on a lie, you can't come here. You can't go to trade shows. You can't get distributed. You probably can't grow. It's a lie. As far as you can go, it's the place you're showing at, and that's it. Eventually, when the customer gets it, they're going to figure out the lie too. So if your product is matching house paint, don't you think the customer is going to do the same thing? They're going to buy some house paint and see if it matches. When the you're claiming something has a yellowish tone, you know the customer is going to look at the same screen, try to do a comparison, see if they see that yellowish tone. Especially if you have no batch numbers, no testing, what do you have to go on to protect yourself? Nothing. So you're at the mercy of everybody else. Alright, so our product is available with free worldwide shipping, which means we can ship to you anywhere in the world for free. I'm actually shipping to several countries this week for free. No hidden surcharge fees, no paying $70 for this, that, and the other nonsense. Free. We can ship it to you anywhere in the world for free. So you don't pay for any of that. We thank you enough for investing in our products. We're not going to charge you for shipping. Not even partial. Now, let's go at lights out. Oops. There we go. Get this all the time too. Won't be in the dark. I'm really not going to know the difference, but our technology you will. As you can see, the great advancements that we give your projector when you have a white projection screen. That's one of the things when you're showing up the vantage point of your gray or white or whatever screen you have, mostly gray, or black screen versus a white surface. If a person goes out and buys a white projection screen, how much of an advantage point are they going to get from your product? White screen has to be in the dark. Gray screen has to be in the dark. If you turn out the lights, some gray screens, I can't tell one or the other. The gray screen looks like the white screen. If I have to walk over to that screen at a finger's distance to see which one is different, then you already failed. So as you can see, massive difference on our product versus your white screen. And mind you, no expensive projectors, no ultra short throws, none of that nonsense. A basic $10 projector, that's all it costs us. And that $10 projector, we can make it look like that on our products. See, people, the same way I'm talking to you right now, it's the same way I'm going to talk at trade shows and all the other places I have to be at to show this technology to the masses. If I can do it here on live easily, I can do it anywhere I want. So, remember, it's your dime at the end of the day. How are you going to spend it? You can spend it on a product that's not tested, where guaranteed to probably blend into a white screen, wash out when the lights come on. Be told you have to calibrate your machine when you really don't want to. Be introduced to high-powered, expensive projectors to still be stuck in the dark with it, and no form of contrast whatsoever. Or our demonstration where we're just using a $10 machine, that's it. And as for those with complicated instructions on how to paint the screen, this is a splatter screen, which means we just threw the paint on the screen. Wherever it hits, it activates. So no up, down, light roll, heavy roll, splashing paint around the screen to get it wet. None of that nonsense. Just paint it, you're done. That's it. Watch this. 4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
People that were doing this demonstration did it completely wrong. Because the cottage shows two different forms, or three. It shows color because the lake is blue, the sky is blue, It shows a white level, and it shows a 100% contrast level to show the detail. Without that detail, guess what you can't see? You can't see the image because it washes out, even in the dark. Let me show you. There you go. So you see all the detail with the trees and the house and all that, the fence, the grass, the rowboat out there. Can't see it correctly on the white screen because the white screen can't pick up the contrast level. It's kind of like the equivalent of drawing Marvel comics. You know how Marvel comics are? You use a lot of black to pull out the detail in them. It's kind of like looking at that, but imagine someone drawing all that black detail with a white marker. Now you really can't see the depth of detail in it, right? It just looks flat. Doesn't look realistic. So that's why when you show off this we're showing this demonstration off, we're showing off two factors. We're showing actually three factors: the color that comes off the lake and the sky, the detail which you can see crystal clear, and basically the white levels that the screen can pull up. But when they were doing the demonstration, they were just showing the white levels, which means that you didn't understand the demonstration. You don't understand the assignment. You missed the assignment. It's like the OLED horse. You showed a horse because you figure I'm picking up a black level. You didn't realize that the OLED demonstration is designed to show multiple shades of black at the same time while it's producing an ultra black behind it. You missed demonstration. Because again, if you knew this, you would have explained it in the video, and they couldn't explain it. So let's go on and show you right from here. Now, I tell you this because I talk to several people when I do demonstrations. I talk to people who make products because you don't do it right. I talk to customers because I try to educate them on what they ask for at the end of the day. And I talk to usually like people that are companies that are coming in so they can understand our technology and what we're selling here. So we talk to three different people at the same time. Three different crowds of people, demographics, people that are buying our products. Now see the blue off the lake? See how it doesn't appear on the white screen? See the contrast in the house, the fence, the grass, the rowboat, all that, the dock, the whole 9 yards. How it shows up on our end, it doesn't show up on the white screen. Because the white screen can't see contrast, that's why. And if you're going to be looking at a blinding white screen when it comes to white levels all the time, then you're going to notice a difference. But you're not going to see a blinding white screen all day long. That white screen has some color in it, it's going to have some contrast, and some all those things in it. Ta-da! Yeah, here we go. Let's get this right here at the bottom. Let's get this nice color design popping up.
It's set. We got a problem.
See, commercials like this I watch. Just point this on or what. I like stuff like that. Now you see all that beautiful, beautiful color. This is to show you that I know when you're in the dark with your white screen that you actually think you're seeing color. You're not seeing anything at all. Your mind's tricking you. That's what it is. You think you're seeing contrast, you think you're seeing color, you're not seeing any of that at all, period. The screen can't read it. Here, watch this. Desire, AK Nature 8K TV demonstration. Hopefully it brings it up. We just gotta fight for these one. Let's see what we got. Did we get it? Or we have to fight for it? We're gonna make us fight for it. We have to fight for it. Hopefully not. It's a good demonstration, the one with the black makeup on. As you can see, the menu come up. When I see the menu and I watch people's demonstrations that try to pull a black level, the menu comes up gray. That's how we know your menu's not picking up. Even if you're in the dark, we can see if it's gray. That's why I told you this is ruining me for watching movies in movie theaters. The movie theaters only use black screens. So see where that white surface is? That's literally what I see when I go to movie theaters. It's a headache. I'd rather just watch it at home. 8K Desired Nature 8K Video Demonstrations TV.
Getting that from YouTube.
There it is. You gotta call that out because if you put down 8K, it brings an assault rifle up. If you call down Desired Nature, it literally brings up nature demonstrations. It's a complicated, but we have some good demonstrations on here. So we're going to pull up the woman with the black makeup, because one of the things people think they're seeing contrast in the dark, and I get this all the time. I'm going to be in the dark, I'm definitely seeing contrast. The projector's picking it up. You're not reading it, trust me, at all. You can't see it. That literally shows you what you're missing. Now, the gunmetal technology we developed is ultra dark. It's easy to take out a certified screen with no problem whatsoever. I can't express that enough about gunmetal, because we're going to be showing off pretty soon when we get this thing upgraded. That you can't say your gunmetal unless you test against actual gunmetal. But anyway, that thing picks up a shifting technology that mimics contrast. But next to this thing, that thing will turn it gray, because this is an actual 100% black screen. So even the gunmetal, we can develop gunmetal, take out any other gunmetal screen. It can pick up a much higher contrast, which is the strong point of the gunmetal technology. But you stick it against a screen that's actually black, it's a different story, because that screen can take it out. Now, for those of you who have dark mixes at the end of the day, I have something far better than your dark mix. I have certified dark gray screens under my desk. Just to let you know. Much more advanced than your gunmetal paints. Unless you can beat one of these things today, you got to prove that. Oh, we got to show that one. I forgot about that demonstration. All right, we got to do that one. We're going to do that one next. That would be an interesting demonstration. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's going to be an interesting demonstration. I freaking love it. Now, you see right here, the woman in the black makeup? See that even if you're in the dark, that your white screen still won't work. And if you have to go out and you have to spend the money, again, we're using a $10 projector, that the contrast on this thing is extremely low. If you're thinking about, okay, what if I go out and I spend what? More money? You're going to spend a lot more money to hit a white screen to hope that your contrast level is going to pick up. You're kind of going backwards on this. The whole object is to save money, not spend more money. So with our product, you save money, because you can get a projector with 100:1, a 0:1 contrast, and you will read an affinity level that a gray screen will never ever be able to see. And I told you before that when you pay the money for the contrast levels on your projectors, you're not using this. This is an option you have literally paid for that you will never ever use. Let me give you a small example. White screen, contrast levels is going to be a little bit lower. The darker your screen gets, the better the shades of gray. You get yourself a mid-level screen, contrast is a little better. You get yourself a gunmetal screen, it's much, much better. But still, you can't read the Infinity 1. And by the time you reach your black screen, well, you can turn it off because you won't need it. So you'd already paid for something you'll never use. We don't use contrast on our projectors. If you turn them off, ain't no point. It's a waste of time. All right, that looks amazing right there, right? That's what we usually do those with the lights out. That's what they usually do. You know, it's the lights out so that we can pick up the contrast a little better. So it can fool you. Let's go back and play it again. Now we got partial lighting. Now you can see our black level is still 100% black. Now, if the gray screen was showing up a contrast level, this is what it should have did. It should have started with the lights out, started in partial lighting, and then max out lighting. Show that it can still maintain. We've done this demonstration outside. But the problem with the gray screen is, you can't turn the lights on because the screen will wash out. It becomes dull and gray around the corners. That's kind of an ashy look to it. So they do it in the dark. All right, back it up. Say it again. It's time to be lighting. Lighting in the environment. Let's go again. As for the customer, this is what you should be getting. The reason why they try to make up the excuse by saying, oh, he's using special camera equipment, he's doing this and doing that, because they don't want to do the demonstrations, that's why. But the problem we have here, for those who say that, we're in commercial, which means that people can walk right through that door and they can see my screen anytime they want to, where you're in a house or apartment, they're not going to do that. Difference here, when you're in commercial, everybody sees your screen. Everybody. When I'm going on different sites, so 67 sites I'm going to be on. How would I be able to do that? How would I do that at the carrying place? How could I do that at the smoke lounge? How would that even be possible? That I can show up a screen in that environment, especially when pushing through a window. How would that be possible that I would have special camera equipment to be able to manipulate real life? Because that's what I would have to have. Unless some magical powers or something, which I don't have, so how would that be possible? So that means that since I've been on site and other people have had my products right now, that means that what you made up was clearly made due to the fact that you couldn't back your products up, and this was just a way to try to debunk what we're doing so you can continue to rip people off. That's why we have the matching betters. But that way, if you ever get in your mouth and say, well, hey, they're using camera tricks, guess what? Customer can say, well, guess what? He's got matching betters out there. How about you do a couple of those video demonstrations? I bet you never hear from him again. There you go. All right. So I'm going to do a video challenge. For those who think we're using camera tricks, you're going to do this demonstration right here. You're going to do it at 3-level system. Lights off, mid lights, fully maxed out. Alright people, I hope you enjoyed this video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for your time. Like I said, you got to choose wisely when you're buying screen paint product. Make sure you get what you paid for, and make sure you do your research. Go over to the Crystal Ridge site. We got this new site we just put up for our demonstrations. Feel free to take our demonstrations and match them against other products before you buy. Always advise customers from the door before you purchase from us. Go compare our demonstrations to everybody else, and then come back to us at the end of the day. Alright, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it wasn't for Him, none of this would ever be possible. Gotta go. Thank you for your time, and God bless.